YouTube? The Super Bad Videos coming back at you with another Super Bad video. Not too much for tonight. I have finished the team transport for the giveaway. A little before and after. This is, of course, this is what it looked like before. And then now, what we got now. We got the details in there. Even the little engine cover in the back has some details. Hinges are chromed. The light cover, or the license plate light in the back, is chromed. The button to open the trunk or hood or boot or bonnet, depending on where you're at and who you talk to. But yeah, I got it done. It is ready. Once the last video, excuse me, the last video has been has hit a week, has been up for 7 days. I'll go ahead and take the names down, throw them into a jar, shake them up, and draw a name for the winner. I would like all 200 subscribers to enter. Even if you don't collect diecast, or you don't do MREs or anything of that nature, it's fine. Enter. And you give them away to somebody who is. I mean, you give them to a child. Although I don't know about the customs, these are screwed back together. This one has screws in the front and the back, and this one has a screw up in the front, because it has a little hook in the back that hooks. The base actually hooks into the body, so it is screwed together. If I would highly suggest, if you were going to give them to a child, to put some type of glue into the screws, so that way they don't back out for some reason. I don't see them backing out for any reason. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, even if you're not into MREs or diecast, go ahead and throw your name in, and if you win, give them to somebody who does appreciate diecast or MREs. Or right now with the situation how it is, if you entered in for MRE, I would keep that MRE. It is just one, but one is better than none. Just saying. I'm leaning more towards the humanitarian daily ration, the HDR, just because it does have enough in there to feed 2 people at least for one meal for one day, or one person 1 meal for 2 days. It does have enough in there for that. That's why I'm leaning towards the HDR. I would do a 24-hour ration, but those are fucking expensive. Very expensive. Um, but yeah, those are more foreign MREs that have like a 24-hour ration. Um, but unfortunately, um, what is it? The FDA, Federal. I don't know. I think it's the FDA, not the FBI, but the FDA. I know it's not the FBI. I think it's the FDA. They're actually stopping uh, rations from other countries that are coming in, and they're removing items from them. Ouch! Fuck, that hurts. Sorry. Um, so getting a foreign 24-hour ration, yeah, it's just not worth it. You're gonna pay a shit ton for it, and once it hits customs, the FDA is gonna pull out a lot of the components from it. So I'm leaning more towards the HDR, just because there is enough in there to feed two people, one meal for one day. If that makes sense, because there are two mains. Um, there's enough in there to feed two people one meal for one day, or one person 2 meals for 2 days, or one person one meal a day for 2 days. If that fucking makes sense. Yeah, you guys can figure it out. Um, but yeah, so most likely it's gonna be HDR. Um, and as I said, if you're not into MREs or diecast, still enter. You can pass it on to the next person. Um, with the situation how it is right now, with a lot of shortages on food coming up. I was recently reading um, some information. The federal government said they are forecasting a lot of food shortages, um, just because um, of the coronavirus. Uh, people not wanting stuff they don't know the origins of, or truckers being pulled off the road, things like that. Truckers getting sick. Um, so yeah, it is a crazy situation. But the point is, if you enter for the MRE, I would keep it, even if you're not if into MREs. Um, I would keep it because um, yeah, it will come in handy. It'll give you at least one meal for one more day. I don't mean to sound grim, but uh, this thing is hitting hard. Um, right now, I appreciate that the government is suggesting things. Um, I do give our dumbass governor credit. He suggested things. He's suggesting things. He's not going to the extent of uh, um, other states' governments that are um, basically trying to enforce in unenforceable laws. Basically, well, they're not laws. They weren't voted on. They weren't nothing like that. They were just you better do what I say, or there's going to be consequences. I forgot where, but I heard uh, that there is a couple of places that um, basically you had to wear a mask if you're out in public. If you don't, it's $1,000 fine. Um, Unfortunately, it is not a law. There is no penal code uh, they could use to enforce it. So basically, they are going to illegally fine you if you don't wear a mask. And I understand, I do understand, you know, it is crazy out there. The masks aren't there to protect you, they're there to protect other people. Um, unless you are using a full-faced uh, mask with canisters on them that are rated for biological chemical uh, ratings, it's not going to do shit. You're still going to breathe in the virus. It's still going to go in. It's going to reduce uh, maybe the amount of the virus you I don't know, ingest into your body, I guess you want to say. But it's not going to stop it from, not going to stop you from being sick. It's just basically to stop you from spreading it. Because it's going to spread by your saliva and whatnot. And the mask will catch that. But once the virus is airborne, it's really not going to stop it from going through the mask. It's weird. Yeah, I know. I understand. It's kind of it is complicated, but because I know someone's going to be like, well, if you have it and you're wearing a mask, it's not going to get through the mask. How is it going to come in the mask? Because when you breathe into the mask, you moisten the mask, and that's gonna catch it. When you breathe in, you kind of dry out portions of the mask when you breathe in, and the virus can slip through those dry areas. But yeah, it's weird, but it is what it is. It is crazy out there right now. Right now at work, um, we're doing all the non-contact stuff. We're doing all that. We're doing we're getting masks at work. Once those come in, we will be required to wear a mask. We're sanitizing everything. Customer comes in, whatever the customer touches, the door, the counter, the credit card machine, We have several hand sanitizer pumps set up throughout the store. Uh, we got to go through and sanitize the hand sanitizer. Yeah, we got to sanitize everything after every single customer comes in. So that means if we have 2 or 3 customers uh, in, usually we don't let more than 2 because one could be at the counter, one could be back at our little waiting area, and it's more than 6 feet between those 2 customers. So we allow 2 customers. 3, we really don't. Uh, uh, we really don't want 3 in the store at the same time. We'll either ask that person to wait outside or wait down the hallway. Uh, we have a little hallway that has our utility closet. We'll ask them to wait down at the end of the utility hallway uh, until we get the other 2 customers out, or the other customer leaves and the one waiting in our little waiting area comes up to the counter, and then they could come into the waiting area. um, so at all times we keep more than the 6 feet cushion zone between our customers. But then, you know, uh, we deal with one customer. Once they leave, we have to have the other customer wait while we sanitize everything, wipe everything down. Uh, then we bring that customer up. Once they leave, we wipe everything down, have the next customer come up. It's really slowed us down, but it's for a good reason. Um, in my area, uh, knock on wood, uh, pray to the gods, whatever. We've only had uh, 2 confirmed cases in the area I live in, and that was actually at the the uh, I don't know what do you call it? The freaking um, reservation. I believe that's what it's called. The res. Well, we call it the res. Uh, but they do have a casino, a very big casino up on the res. There's a lot of people in and out of there, in and out of there. So, that's not surprising. Um, from what I understand, after those 2 confirmed cases, they closed the casino down because it's not essential. Um, it's kind of essential to the res's economy because a lot of the people that live on the res actually work at the casino. Um, well, yeah, so in our town, it's only been confirmed 2. Uh, but there has been a possible 4, uh, but those are still the 4 other ones, besides the 2 that were confirmed. The 4 other ones have not been confirmed. They're just suspected of having the virus. But my area is it's a very big town. And as I said, there is a casino. Um, there are a few big box stores around, you know what I mean? Uh, but we've been fortunate. Um, and like I said, it was only 2 on the res. They were casino workers. They shut down the casino. Uh, from what I understand, they shut it down. But yeah, it is crazy out there. Crime, um, crime in my area has spiked a lot. Um, from what I understand, um, because like when this thing first started popping off, uh, like all day long, every day, day in and day out, you hear nothing but sirens. Uh, but from what I understand, the police have been told not to respond with lights and sirens. Same way with the fire department, the ambulance service. Um, from what I understand, they have been told not to respond with lights and sirens uh, unless they're going through an intersection. Before they hit the intersection, to turn on their lights and sirens and proceed as as they're supposed to. You know, I don't know about in your area, but here, no matter what, uh, fire, police, uh, medical service, they have to stop at a stoplight uh, to make sure the intersection is clear before they proceed. Um, which is in emergencies, yeah, seconds count. Um, but if for some reason somebody does not hear the ambulance and they got the green light, they go through the intersection and the ambulance T-bones them, now those seconds turned into minutes. So yeah, uh, it's a double-edged sword. It's good because it keeps the civilians and medical personnel, police personnel, fire personnel safe. It keeps them both safe, but then but the downside to it is it does slow their response time. So it is what it is. Um, yeah, it's getting crazy out there, guys. Crime, like I said, crime has increased here. Um, there is, I'm sorry, I was trying to think of what I was going to say, but there is in this town, um, especially on the east side of the town I live on, there are a lot of people who have mental problems. Uh, and a lot of people who have uh, that use illegal drugs and people who use the illegal drugs. Those are the ones who's going to increase the crime. Um, the people with mental issues that make them violent or impulsive. Uh, Unfortunately, the pharmacies here, you only have a certain amount of time each day to get the medication, and sometimes these mental disorders, if you miss uh, your meds, you have a tendency to slip back into your violent ways real quick, and disappear uh, from your caretakers real quick. Um, Trust me, I know. I have a cousin who is schizophrenic with violent tendencies, and if he skips his meds, forget it. It's yeah, he goes ape shit real quick. So it's sad. It's going to get to the point where meds aren't available. People with these type of disorders will start basically going ape shit. Um, and then people are just going to take advantage. Criminals are going to take advantage, which brings up another little interesting thing. Our fucking dumbass governor went on TV and asked the criminals to please take a break during this virus outbreak. That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen. Was this motherfucker up on TV asking criminals to take a break? Motherfucker, dude, they are gonna take advantage. You're stupid. I don't know how the fuck you got voted in. I know I definitely didn't vote for your retarded ass. And I bet you the people who did vote you in are face palming like a motherfucker right now because you just asked criminals to not do crimes. Well, this virus is going on. Oh my god, that's stupid. Break-ins may go down, like home break-ins may go down, but as far as snatching goes at stores, um, uh, uh, break-ins and cars and stuff goes, no, it's just going to increase. Especially if you got somebody who is not really, I don't know how to say it. They're kind of a germaphobe, but not to the extent where they lock themselves inside the house. If that makes sense, you know, they're kind of a germaphobe, but they can still function out in society. Uh, they're not going to stop someone if they see someone breaking into their car. They're not going to run out there and stop them because uh, even though they can still function, uh, they may be at the point where they don't want to go out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, enough of me ranting about nothing, not making sense about anything. Um, Basically, I just wanted to let me zoom back out so I can get these a little bit closer. But yeah, I just wanted to show that I had these cars done, go on a little rant, uh, talk some shit about some dumbass politicians. Um, and like I said, if you're not in diecast, but you're my subscriber, go ahead and fucking just enter the drawing. You could always pass it on to somebody else. I'm not saying you have to keep it. Um, I would just like to make this drawing bigger than what it is right now. Um, and if you're not into MRE, same thing. Fucking enter. Uh, Pass it on to the next one. But my advice to you would be, if you enter in for the MRE, keep that bitch. Because it'll be one more meal for one more day. At least for one person, anyways. Like I said, if I do the HRD, humanitarian, fuck, I can't even think of what it's called now. Oh yeah, it's HDR, the humanitarian daily ration. If you're just one person, it will do you for a breakfast and a dinner. Lunch, you're fucked. You got to figure that one out. Or you could do dinner one night and dinner the next night and try to figure out what you're going to do for breakfast and lunch. Me personally, I'm not a breakfast guy. I'm not really a lunch guy. So basically, I just eat dinner. I don't know. That's just the way I am. That's the way I've always been. Not a fan of breakfast. Not a fan of lunch. So that one would last me by myself 2 days. Or it would last you and I don't know. Fuck it, I'm not politically correct. Your boyfriend or girlfriend. It would last you at least one meal for one day. So yeah, blabbered on enough, ranted enough, repeated myself enough. I think I'll call this one a video. As I said, when the last video hit 7 days, I'll take the names out of both videos, throw them in for the drawing, and see who wins. Good luck to everybody. And as I said, if you're not into either one, enter anyways. Pass it on to the next person. Or if you got a YouTube channel, fucking do a little review on it. If you got a YouTube channel that has nothing to do with diecast or MREs, fuck it, throw a little something different on your channel. Even if you don't keep it, do a little something different. Throw a little curveball to your viewers. You never know. They may like it, may want more. Hell, you may even get some more subs because they see that one video. Your sub count may go up, and it may lead you into something else to add to your channel. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so yeah, this super bad videos. So I know you like my rants. I know you like when I go on tangents. Hopefully I did you proud on this one. Went on a little bit of one. So, peace. Enter the drawing. I'm out.